Hello, what's up my YouTube nation? This is Legendary Justin, and today we're going to be doing a video on my Kiwanis International trip to Toronto, Canada. So I went in June 2016, and my name is Justin Cummings. So there we go. Okay, starting off, I took a flight from Albuquerque to Los Angeles to New York. Then I flew from New York to Washington, D.C. Then what happened was there was a rainstorm in Washington, D.C., so I got stuck there for the entire day. I went around the city a little bit, waited for my flight, got back to the airport, took a flight back to New York because I needed to get to Buffalo, New York to get my passport as soon as possible. So I flew back to New York, and then I took a bus from LaGuardia, New York, which is the airport, to Buffalo. So there's my map. I started off right here in Albuquerque. Los Angeles is like over here, and then we went over to New York and DC. So yeah. Okay, so starting off, these are pictures from my trip. When I was in Washington, DC, we saw the Washington Monument. There's Washington Monument, Washington, DC. Alright, so eventually, when I did get my passport and stuff, we actually finally did get to Toronto, Canada. And this is where we got the Kiwanis International, the opening session. So there's Stan, he's the executive director of Kiwanis International. This is the Toronto Convention Center in Toronto, Canada, for the Kiwanis International Convention for 2016. Alright, so this is a pretty cool picture. It kind of shows all the different lights within the convention room. So they can put all those, they can like change the color of this, they can put anything on this. Even the wall, the entire wall can be changed to any color they want it to be. So this is the introduction to the Kiwanis convention, and they basically have music people on the stage. This is a picture later on in the event where we have the international board. So there's Stan, the director. There's Sue Petterson, the immediate past president of Kiwanis International. There's Jane Erickson. She's the current president, international president of Kiwanis International. This is Jim Rockford to her left right here. And then right here, this is our new elected vice president. There he is. Okay, so let's see. Anyways, then you got more international staff in the background. And you also got the international trustees. So there's Bert West right over here. And then there's Peter Manusco. And then I don't really know the other people, but then there's some other people that are pretty important, so yeah. Okay, so moving on in the trip, we got to Toronto. I actually went to go see a little bit of the Circle K International side of the trip. Okay, so yeah, this is our international president, Rip Livingston. And then there's me in my business suit. There's a picture of the Kiwanis. There's a nice Toronto little like cover, or like basically front page of it. There's me with Rip in the background, and we're at one of the breakfasts. Okay. Moving on, we're at another one of the meetings. Here's all the different countries and states around the world and districts. So there's the Rocky Mountain, and then I think that's Australia. I think that's Australia. Yeah. But then there's me in the photo. So I'm at the convention. Okay. So different musical people and astronauts showed up. We had 3 men and a tenor. There they are. We had Chris Hatfield. There's Chris Hatfield. The sky is not the limit. That was his message for the convention. Kiwanis Toronto 2016. This is Chris Hatfield. He's actually a colonel, and he's an astronaut. Okay. So then we also had professional music people like Jewel perform. So that's Jewel performing at the gala event, or the gala. Yeah. So this is a picture of, they had the Paris, France booth. Basically, International of Kiwanis has a convention every year. And this year was Toronto, Canada. Next year is Paris, France. After that it's Las Vegas, Nevada. After that I think it's Orlando, Florida. So those are the different, and then it's going to be somewhere in basically Asia after that. So they do 2 years US, 1 year Europe, and 1 year in Asia. So that's the next convention, 2017, July 7th or 13th to the 17th, is going to be in Paris, France. Okay. So then they had more dancers and stuff trying to advertise for Paris, France. There's the can-can dancers. Alright, so what's the best dish to get in Canada? Well, I really enjoyed the seafood like lobster and crabs and scallops and stuff like that. That was all really delicious. But what is a traditional dish for Canada? You want to get poutine, which is a dish of French fries topped with cheese curds and gravy. It's really delicious. There's the cheese curds. There's the French fries with the gravy sauce. It's kind of like a gravy, but like super delicious, like the meat and all that stuff. Pulled pork. Over here's they call it the bacon cheeseburger. So it's bacon, ground beef, cheese, nacho cheese, just French fries. It's delicious. Okay, so then we got some more pictures of Toronto. Starting on the left, we have the CN Tower. It stands about 1,800 feet, is what I think it is. They only let you go up about 1,400 feet, which is about this point right here. So that's basically where you're going to stand most of the time. Then sometimes you go a little bit higher, but around here is where you actually walk around the CN Tower for the sky. They call it the Skywalk. It costs about $200, so I didn't do that, but I did go up to CN Tower, and it was pretty cool. I liked it. So then this is the subway. They have a lot of trains. The trains show up about every minute or so. So the trains go east and west and north and south. The trains that are going east and west go, I think it's Kipling to Kennedy Station. And then north to south, they go from Union Station up north to other parts of Toronto. This is a picture of downtown Toronto. I was having chicken wings over here, so it's really cool. Alright, so then I headed over to the Ripleys Aquarium of Canada. There's a picture of, you're actually underground, so you can see all the fish above you. There's sharks, eels, octopuses, jellyfish, sharks, piranhas, swordfish, pretty much any kind of fish in the ocean they have. They don't have whales, but other than that, they pretty much have it. Okay, so moving on, there's some more sea life over here, some more jellyfish. Those are the Medusa Jellyfish. Okay, so now we finally went to the Toronto Zoo, and this is Canada's giant panda. They had about 4 of them. They like to lay on their backs or on their bellies and just eat bamboo all day. So there's a picture of the giant panda bear just eating some bamboo. He pretty much will eat this entire amount in just a few hours. So they actually eat like a lot of bamboo. Moving on, donations to the Canadian Red Cross Alberta Fires Appeal, supporting families and individuals impacted by the wildfires. So this is called Back for Mac, which was a benefit concert in Toronto. So this is a picture of the different people that were performing. Some of them actually have like platinum albums and stuff, and they were actually really, really good. That's a picture of the stadium inside. It's pretty much downtown Toronto. Everything's really cool. I really enjoyed the concert. The minimum buy-in was $50, and they went up to $500. So I got a ticket, and then eventually I decided that I wanted to get up to the best spots in the entire place. So I was in third row, which are about the $500 tickets for the show. So that's really good. Alright, so now we've made it over to Casa Loma. I had to walk up this giant hill over here. Casa Loma is a giant Gothic revival style castle. It's one of the only ones in North America. I think it is the only one. And it has gardens and has underground trenchways, and has wine cellars, car shows. It has pretty much everything. So that took a few hours to visit. This is for Sir Henry Mill Pellet. Yeah, Pellet. Okay, so while I was walking about here, then this is over here where you park your car, but you walk into the castle right over here. It's about $25 to go. But what I did was I saved a lot of money by buying the Toronto City Pass. If you buy it on the US side, you can buy it from like these different merchants and stuff for about $60 to $70. In Canada, it'll cost you about $82, maybe a little bit more, because they have a 14% city tax, so that's really, really high. So the best option is to buy it US and to buy it without city tax if possible. So that's what I did. I bought it online for like $67 or whatever. Okay, so there's Casa Loma. Let's see. Okay, then eventually later on the trip, I took a night trip to Niagara Falls. You're standing about over here. Down here is about a 100-foot drop, so you do not even want to get near the edge. But they have a rail, but it's like 2 feet high, so 2-3 feet high, so it's not very safe. Anyways, there's the giant water over here. There's the Niagara Falls on the left side, and there's also going to be a Niagara Falls on the right side. So US is over here, Canada is over here. It's supposed to be better on the Canadian side. I think that's true. I haven't been on the US side to look, but I think it would be better. So there's Niagara Falls from Canada. So thank you for allowing me to share with you guys this wonderful experience. This is a picture of me on my trip. This is a picture of the Border Customs Passport Agency in Toronto, Canada. Flying back, I went to Cleveland, then I went to Denver, and then I went to Albuquerque. But they actually make you take a picture of your passport, then they make you verify that it's your passport. Then you go into this line over here, they check all your documents and verify that, like they ask you how long you were in Canada and all that kind of stuff. So I passed no problem. And then this is a picture of me flying back home. So thank you for watching. This is appreciation of the Santa Fe Kiwanis. They gave me a good scholarship for the trip. And thank you for watching. Bye.